Hello, welcome. I'm Mark Abadi, this is Mark's Moments. On the art of fighting without fighting. Aha! What I mean by this is winning the battle without engaging the fight. And this was a Bruce Lee line, the art of fighting without fighting, and I'm sure came from Confucius before him and others. The principle is that you don't need to actually engage in the intricacies of an argument to win the argument. And when I say win, I mean to help it come to its natural conclusion. Because let's face it, we're all still full of opinions, some more than others. We're all still full of opinions, and sometimes our opinions might be wrong. So what do you do? How do you carry on? Because you can either sit there second guessing yourself, you say your opinion, you go, oh, well, I disagree. Oh, but do I? What if I'm wrong? Maybe I don't disagree. Oh, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I do disagree. Oh, maybe I'm wrong about that. You've gone forever into loonyhood. So what do you do? Well, what I suggest you do is learn how to be the space that witnesses the discussion, that witnesses the event. Let's say you've got a boss who is emotionally quite taxing for you, and she's sort of a bit of a bully, and you find that you rise to the bait of her bully, and you try and tackle her on it. Instead, you see, you have two general reactions when someone confronts you with something. You have one reaction, which is, no, I disagree with you because of this. You become extrovert and you deal with it like that. The other way is this. No, I disagree with you. Fine, whatever. And you kind of, you become introvert and you repress yourself and you hold back and say, that's it, I don't want to engage. Passive aggressive. There's a third option. The third option is that you turn up with full presence but with neutrality. And that kind of looks like this. So you're completely here, but you're here with complete openness. You're potentially swayed by either side. You're just being the space for the discussion going on or for the energy going on and seeing where it unfolds, where it circles around, what happens to it. You are almost totally impartial. You are simply observing the energy that's going on. And the natural flow of things will just take charge. We think we're driving. You're not driving anything. It's all happening to you, around you, because of you. You're the observer. And if you can become the observer while you're watching, you gain such a power. And that power isn't like, yee, I'm the champion. It's a power to encourage people to shift perspectives and for you to shift your perspective, which is ultimately the most important. You're the most important person in this conversation, let's face it. Anyone who says otherwise is tricking and fooling themselves. Everyone is fundamentally selfish. It's bred into us. We're supposed to be. That doesn't mean you can't run into a burning building and rescue a life. Okay, because, that would make you feel good. I ran into a burning building and rescued a life. Yeah, rescued someone. Oh, there's all the romance of Hollywood about running into burning buildings, blah, 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 blah. So, back to the art. You can practice this. It's a very simple technique. Next time you're feeling overloaded, and this is a great technique for stress as well. Next time you're feeling overloaded, sit there. Close your eyes for a second and just take a breath in and out. And I want you to breathe not into your chest like this, but like this, into your belly. That's deep down, so when you breathe in, your belly comes out. While you're breathing, And then I want you to just open your eyes and just notice the passing of the world. Notice how things are moving around you without buying into them, without shutting off, being completely present. And practice when someone talks to you, turning up, being completely present, not responding immediately, just watching. And you'll find some people will say to you things like this: "What are you looking at?" Or they'll go, "What?" And there's nothing to say what to, so don't find yourself, oh, right, yeah, nothing, blah, blah. Just remain in that place and say nothing, just watching, and just be present. And people will unfold in that presence because they will feel the space to be completely accepted as they are, for who they are right there and then. It doesn't mean you have to agree with them. It doesn't mean you give in to them. It just means you give them space to be accepted. And that's key. And that is really the key to heal the world. Space to be accepted unconditionally. You might still think they're a wanker, and that is fine. But aside from that, I think you're a wanker and your opinion's shit. Aside from that, you can accept them with space. Because in that space, they can morph away from being a wanker, away from having a shit opinion. Because there is no shit and good opinion. It's just yin and yang and Bob and John. It's just everyone has their own opinion. There's no right and wrong. Just life. The art of fighting without fighting. Presence. That's it. Till next time, salut.